Amanda here from Scrimpingmommy.co.uk. Thanks for joining me today. And today I've got a really lovely project that I'm going to share with you, and then I'm going to share with you how to make the base of it. I'm not going to do all of it because it took me a good few hours to make this. So what is it? Well, it's a very beautiful little project, and it's multifunctional, so you can either give this instead of a standard card for Christmas, or you could change the theme to any theme you liked, take the idea and change it up. So it could be an alternative to a card. It's also a tag holder, it's also a gift card holder. You could also use it as a journal insert if you're doing a December daily or you're doing a Christmas themed journal. It would look lovely slotted inside. Okay, so if I just show you the front first, I'll do a talk through later, but we'll just open the ribbon here and you will see that it is, it's got 4 sections to it, okay, and this measures, what does it measure? It is, I think it's 7 3/4 by 3 inches, so it's long and slim, it's lovely. Okay, and it's made from one sheet of 12 by 12. So we've got 4 pockets at the front. Each one holds a tag. Okay, now these can be, as I say, instead of a Christmas card. These are a really nice idea for writing on. You could write your you could do every day through Advent and write what you're grateful for, a bit like a prayer journal or a gratitude journal, or you can use these as bookmarks. Lots and lots of uses, okay, and it's just fun to make. So I've used the twirl tie-ins, and then I've used some different stamp sets. And the stamp sets that I've used, because the one that goes with the twirl tie-ins has the big cardinal bird, and that's quite an American theme. That's like the American version of the robin in England. And so I thought I'll leave the cardinal out and see what else we can do with this beautiful paper to show how versatile it is. And it goes stunning with the Nature's Beauty, because we've got trees and some of the pages have got animals on as well. So I have paired it up with Nature's Beauty, okay, and I've also used Itty Bitty Christmas, which is a stamp set with 18 different Christmas verses. So those are what I've used. Alright. So I've just had fun decorating it. I've just really enjoyed it. We've got some decoration here, and then I've got this little gift card, and I've literally folded a scrap of card in half and used leftovers from my paper. This is being cut from the wonderful what are these called, stitched nested labels. I borrowed these off of one of my ladies on my team, my lovely Victoria, because I didn't have them, so we often share what we've got. And inside there is a little gift card, so that slides in there. So it's a multifunctional little thing. I didn't glue the bottom down, so you can open it if you want to. Okay, and it's all matted on the back as well with the beautiful twirl tie-ins paper. Alright, and the cardstock is Pop It Parade. So I'm just going to, and it just folds, it's like a concertina style, I suppose, like so. Alright, so if you wanted it as an alternative to a Christmas card, it will stand up beautifully on the mantle. I just think it's something that little bit extra to make. So I'm going to show you very quickly how I made the base, and it's very straightforward. You get a sheet of 12 by 12 and you score it at 3 inches, 6 and 9, so you're scoring every 3 inches. Alright, then do 1 turn to the right so that your scores are running that way, and we're going to score at 4 1/4 to make the pockets. Alright, and that's it. That's as complicated as it gets. So what I have also done is I have folded over that corner, and the reason I've done that is because if I show you, so the first one goes forward, and then we fold back, and then we fold forward again. Alright, and then we're going to lift all that up and then refold. And with the bulk of that card, it wants to go that way and then that way. So it goes like that. With the bulk of the card, it makes the pocket protrude ever so slightly. Alright, that's normal. It's not my scarring or my cutting, it's because we've got the bulk of the card. So how I've solved that slight problem is I've lifted this corner, okay, and I've just literally folded it over onto itself, like so. And you can score it if you want. You'll probably get a neater finish if you score it. I just folded it and then burnished it. So you want to do that on each of the far pockets, and that then gets rid of that problem of it protruding. Okay, so that is the bare basics of the, the folder. Okay, and then it's just down to matting and layering. Okay, in whatever you choose. As I say, I've done mine in 12 tidings. And I do have all of the measurements of all of the matting. I'm not going to do that on camera because it's a very long process, it's very tedious, and it will take me forever. So let's go back to my finished one and I'll do a run through for you. So I have put the DSP along each of the back panels. Now all of these panels on the back and on the inside are the same. So the DSP measures 2 7/8 by 7 5/8, and you just cut in the same all the way along, okay? And then on the inside, I've cut the same all the way along for the long section. So again, those are 2 7/8 by 7 5/8. Okay, super simple. My little tags here, which you could journal on, use as bookmarks, whatever you want. These are 7.5 by 2.5, and then the very vanilla cardstock, which I've stamped on, is just 1/8 of an inch smaller. So that's I've forgotten. I've blinked and it's gone. 2 and 3/8 by 7 3/8. Yeah, 2 3/8 by 7 3/8. And so I've used Garden Green and I've used Poppy Parade. Those are the inks because those go lovely. Okay, and I've just stamped in Garden Green. And then I've used some of the glitter enamel dots. I've used some of the, let's see what this is called. It's one of the woven, it's Poppy Parade, and it's called Textured Weave Ribbon. It's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. You can get it in Granny Apple Green and in Grey Granite as well, I believe. Okay, as I say, with the little gift card, this is a gift card for an eating place. I just literally used a scrap and then layered over another scrap and then just made a little tag there with the to and from, which comes from the Itty Bitty Greetings. All of these sentiments are in the Itty Bitty Greetings. Okay, and then I've just layered the papers here. So on these sections, these measure 2 7/8 by 4 1/8. Now I'm going to leave this all on my blog for you so that you can just follow those measurements super easy. When it came to the corner, I just literally laid my paper on the cardstock like that, made a pencil mark there and a pencil mark there where I wanted it, and I did it by eye, okay, and then I just cut it on my trimmer. And just make sure you have coordinating, don't have the same, and then you use coordinating, then it stands out. And then for these here, I've used more of the 12 tidings, and you'll notice that the paper, if I just zoom in, has little tiny individual scenes on it. Okay, beautiful little individual scenes. And I've used a circle punch, and I've punched those out. I think that's 1 1/4 inch. 1 1/2. I've used a 1 1/2 inch circle punch there. And then the background is the, what's it called, this one? I can't remember its name. I've also used the, this one. Oh, his name I've forgotten. decorative, triple decorative edge. I don't know, forgotten. I leave it all on my blog at scrimpingmommy.co.uk. And that's it, that's all there is to it. It was a little bit time consuming. Cutting the papers is not, just the gluing, and I have inked round all of those and just taken a little bit of time and tied all of the ribbons with baker's twine and things like that. And then when it comes to the front, I die cut a large circle, and then again I've used, I think that's a 2-inch circle punch there to punch out this lovely scene. We've got children going down on a sledge, and then some more making a snowman. I've taken the sentiment again from the Itty Bitty Christmas, and then I've made some little flourishes here, and I've actually taken these from the one of the butterfly die sets. Can't remember which one it is, I'll leave it on my blog, and I've just used little tiny elements of the these ones. Oh, I'm rubbish. I'm rubbish at remembering names of things. I should write it down on a list, shouldn't I? But, you know, I'm not that structured. Brightly gleaming foil elements. So I've used the little sprigs there, and I've cut them down, and I've sneaked them in, tucked them in. I've used some little red rhinestones. I've got a jingle bell, and that really is it. And this has been popped up on dimensionals with the ribbon underneath, which you can then tie in a knot. It's really, really easy, very straightforward. You can adapt that idea. As I say, have it as a card, have it as a tag holder with journal insert, whatever you like. It's awesome fun to make. It'll keep you busy one afternoon. I hope you like it, and I hope you'll give it a try. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.